to Messy Christian Mamas. We are 3 Christian moms with a progressive mindset and loving hearts and minds. We are imperfect humans, but we're all loved in God's sight. At some point, we've all felt like the church and Christianity may not have been for us, but God isn't looking for perfection. He's just looking for you.
We are not experts in Christian theology, and we do not represent any particular Christian faith or church. We are simply here to be authentic, and we hope you join us on this journey.
I will break the seal. Here's the first one I'm going to throw out here. Things I'm no longer apologizing for. I like to wear so much highlighter on my face that I look like the surface of the sun.
That is not the direction I thought you were going to go. Based on the conversation we had on Sunday.
You're so good at makeup, though. Like, it's really amazing.
Aww.
No, it's like a canvas, and like...
You're the painter. You're like a Monet. Actually, you can't say Monet because that's a bad line from Clueless. She's a Monet.
So.
I spent a long time perfecting.
Yeah.
Look, I used to do it professionally, and I just can't be bothered anymore. It takes so long. Although, if I don't have eyebrows on, then you know something's wrong with me.
Your eyebrows always are.
I was saying, like, you can always tell that I'm in a good mental health place if I've penciled in my eyebrows.
That's good to know.
If you see me without makeup, check on.
If you see me without eyebrows, like, it's an indicator. Like, there have been mornings where Charlie, like, we were about to go out the door, and Charlie's like, "Are you feeling okay?" And I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "You don't have your face on." And I was like, "Oh crap, let me go. Hold on."
Like working out. That's so fun. That's setting story.
Yeah. It's just like when guys are like, "Oh, girls wear too much makeup, so you just take them to the pool." And I'm like, "You think this is gonna come off in the water? Please, we're so good at this. You have no idea." If it comes off in the pool, then you've got a girl who doesn't know how to set her makeup. That's the issue.
Anybody else want to throw on?
I am no longer apologizing for liking what I like, i.e. Taylor Swift. This weekend, I was very busy, completely binging on my girl Tay Tay, dropping 31 songs on Friday, and I have binge listened to it all weekend. No apologies. I am obsessed. I felt convicted by one of the songs, which I knew I was going to. But there's so many people that are like, "You're 38 years old, like, and you're listening to Taylor Swift." I'm like, yeah, heck yeah, I am. First of all, I was in college when she came out, so like, and her music, she's like, for me. It's for me. It's no longer for these little kids. So yeah, I no longer apologize for being a Swiftie. It's so good. Such a good album. Go for it, Ashley. What's yours?
Well, I've been trying to like consciously not apologize for like when someone runs into me. So hard. Yeah, I really do. I'm like sorry, and then I stop. I'm like, why did I say I'm sorry? I'm not sorry.
Or say sorry.
That was the random.
Or say sorry to inanimate objects that you run into, like the table. "Oh, I'm so sorry. You're a chair. Why am I apologizing to you?"
I love that. That's really good. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
I am not apologizing for wearing concert tees of bands I've never listened to.
Oh, you should maybe apologize.
I love this is where the line is drawn between the two musical people in the group.
Some really cool Pink Floyd t-shirts, and I really enjoy it.
And you don't like Pink Floyd?
I mean, I'm like fine with Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
I just prefer their merch.
My college boyfriend made me listen to Pink Floyd and watch, Wizard of Oz.
Right. Well, it's
Totally
funny
sober.
because Target is selling shirts these days. They're selling like Nirvana.
Yeah, because they're bringing back the 90s.
Yeah, like so all these kids are coming to middle school wearing these shirts.
Yeah, those I know all of.
Yeah, they're coming to music tech. We're like, name a Nirvana song, go. They're like, what are you talking about?
I feel like it should come like the should come with like at least like 2 of the songs like on the tag in case someone asks you.
I should give you a free download of a song.
Yeah, like what's a Red Hot Chili Pepper song, and you'd be like, I got it. I'm so bad. I can't remember names. I said Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I'm like, crap, what's a Red Hot Chili Pepper? I don't know the names of songs. I'm terrible. Whenever someone asks me, what's that song? I'm like, it goes like, da-na-na, da-na-na-na, and they're like, no, can't. It could be anything. And I'm like, well, in my head, it makes complete sense. So, yeah, but no, Target's bringing back the whole entire Delia's catalog. Like, it's ridiculous. I didn't shop Delia's either, but I liked getting the catalog. Yeah, the catalog was where it was at. Because you knew what was trendy, and then you could just go to Walmart and get it instead. It's a catalog. And Delia's, and then there was a big daisy was for like one of the letters, or it was like over the eye.
The Doc Martens and like mini dress sort of look.
Yeah, and then like the wide leg palazzos with like the lace trimmed camis with a t-shirt over it, and your puka shell necklace.
So
Specific, very specific. Like it's like a time capsule. Like if you Google Delia's and you're like, what did they wear in the 90s? And you Google Delia's, you're like, oh, everything that's in Target right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Things I'm no longer apologizing for. The fact that I love and adore Hallmark Christmas movies.
Oh yeah.
Love and adore them. They're so good. And my dad gets so mad at me because he's like, they're so predictable. I'm like, yeah, that's why they're so good. I know that it's gonna end happily. I don't need a plot. I don't need that. If I want that, then I'll watch some esoteric show or read a like Proust or something. Like, I don't need that from a Hallmark Christmas movie. I need a happy ending with like, and now all the actresses playing in these parts are like my age and older, so it gives me hope. Because I'm like, if Brooke Shields can get Carrie Ools. Exactly. Bethany Joy Lenz can find love at that Asheville estate. Can't remember what it's called. Then so can I. Biltmore. She can find love at the Biltmore and travel through time. Then I obviously have hope.
Too long, so I stopped watching all those movies.
Oh, I love them.
We had to make a bunch of them. But I should get back into them.
They're so good. They're like warm slippers. Yeah.
Watch the bajillion takes and
just be consumed from like most of the year by all of that kind of content.
okay.
Yeah, I will say that I'm really bad about watching them. Like I'll watch them like for a full day, and then I'll go like a week without watching them. Netflix has put out some wonderful ones. The Brooke Shields, Carrie Ools one, A Castle for Scotland, delightful. Absolutely delightful.
I'm amazed you remember the titles because I don't remember.
That one I remember just because my mom apparently is very against Brooke Shields. She really doesn't like her. And it's like my nicest woman on the planet. And my mom's like, I just can't stand that woman. I'm like, it's Brooke Shields. Like, how do you not stand Brooke Shields? And it's Carrie Ools, hello, from my favorite movie. Elways, I don't know. Eels, Elways, I don't know. It's my favorite movie of all time is The Princess Bride. But he was not my favorite character in The Princess Bride. But oh yeah, for sure. Inigo Montoya, hands down.
All right, I got 3 years in a row that I don't apologize for anymore. I don't apologize for being an introvert anymore. I know who I am. I know I need my alone time, and like I don't apologize for it. 2, I don't apologize for like being orderly and neat. Like that is who I am. I like things to be like simple and minimalist and like nice.
I love that about you because it means we can come to your house.
That's funny. And the third one is I don't apologize for being the boss. Like if I'm in charge of something, then I am in charge. I remember I had a friend who said she was on a field trip and a parent called her boss, and I was like, well, just say you're the boss. Like I'm bossy because I'm the boss.
I love that. You have such good ones today. I really like that. That's
You're like, yeah, I'm the boss. I'm in charge of your children, making sure that they're safe. Of course I'm going to be bossy. You don't want a pushover chaperone. That's not what you want. Not with these children.
I do not apologize for having boobs this size and hating wearing bras.
Oh,
Like the
I don't
walk in
apologize.
the door, and you know how bad my day is if it's like on a side table.
I don't have that problem.
I do, but like I don't wear underwires like nearly as much as I used to. So now all mine are like comfy, like old lady bras, but they're so comfortable. So I don't really take them off. I like sleep in them. Am I like in trouble if they're sleeping? I'm like, whatever. They need to be contained. Because if I end up on my neck, if I end up on my back, then I suffocate myself. And so the bra at least pushes them down, so I don't like suffocate myself with my own boobs. That would be a terrible way to go. That's okay. I'm sure there are worse things that have been said about boobs.
Sorry, Ashley. No, sorry. I'm not apologizing. I don't apologize anymore for biting my nails.
Okay.
Oh, I have so much, like, I still have a lot of Catholic guilt pounded into me about biting my nails from my grandmother. So.
I found out that it really comes from OCD.
Oh, interesting.
I can get that.
Which totally made it make sense in my mind and made me feel better about it.
I'm really bad about biting my nails, like, at a movie. I'm like, definitely, when the people are like, it's a nail biter, I'm like, yeah, I know, believe me. I have no nails when I left that movie. That's why I had to have a giant thing of popcorn.
I don't apologize for being a top knot queen.
What does that mean?
Her hair always on the top of her head. What did you think it meant, Ashley? Because you said it with some trepidation.
She never knows.
You sounded a little scared. Like, what is that, man?
Oh, gosh.
Poor Ashley. We're just like, what can we say we're not going to apologize for to make Ashley as red as humanly possible?
I do not apologize anymore for screaming and running away when I see bees.
Oh, yeah.
I'm allergic to them, and I've been shamed so much over my lifetime for this.
Bees are friendly. I'm not saying that they're not. It's like, I'm not saying that they're I know they're useful, but they also hurt. So.
I remember one time in high school, I was such a badass. I was playing the drums. When you play the drums in the drum line.
I mean, first of all, you were playing the drums.
Right.
You were such a badass.
But when you're on the drum line, there's times where you have to be completely still. It's kind of like militaristic. And anyway, there's one of those times, and a bee came and like landed right on me, and I just stood there.
To like a jazz drum solo?
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I'd just be like, boom, 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 boom. The entire band goes down like dominoes.
Right.
That's why Kaylee can't be involved in sports.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't apologize for waiting until I was 35 to have my daughter.
Oh, I thought that was also going to be a different direction there for a second. I was like, you did not wait till you were 35.
No.
But your daughter, yes. No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't apologize for having babies like older. I just think it's
Or having 4 of them.
how it used to be.
Yeah, I would have been a way bigger disaster as a mother.
Earlier.
I'd been younger.
Not apologizing about my past, or not apologizing about the fact that I have pretzels. I don't apologize for bringing snacks to any of our recording sessions. Okay, so I don't apologize about my past anymore because people who have learned my story, I usually tell my story to people who have earned the right to hear my story. So that usually kind of also discerns how much negative feedback I'm getting. But if someone has learned my story from someone else, or they just know me from that time, and they try to shame me for it, or they try to bring it up now in a way that's being used against me, I'm like, nah, no, it's not gonna work. I'm not gonna feel sorry. It's happened. It's already done. Like, I try not to live a life full of regret because I don't know what decision I made, what bad decision I made that led me to this life. Like, I don't know what fork in the road I took, what turn I took that eventually got me here, whole and healthy, with a kid, with a great family, with great friends, with a good job. Like, I don't know what decision that was. So I can't live in this place of, oh man, I wish I could go back and change this, and I wish I could go back and change that, and what if I hadn't done this? And I'm like, well, I can't. There is no time machine. And if there was a time machine, would I really want to get in it?
And who are you apologizing to for it anyway?
Exactly. I'm like, you guys realize that, like, I did this to me. Like, I understand other people did suffer through some of my bad decisions. I said, but if they're not holding it against me, then you don't get to hold it against me.
You've already
made my amends. I did that step already.
I totally agree. I don't apologize for my rough edges anymore. As you all are well aware, I curse like a sailor. I do not apologize for that at all. It's just part of me.
Sure.
I don't apologize. I never did, though. But I don't apologize for loving gay people. But I'm heterosexual myself, but I've been friends with so many people, like gay couples and lesbian couples, and just like wonderful, wonderful people. I do feel like it's something that you're born with. So yeah, I don't apologize for that.
For sure.
I don't apologize for having a biracial child. I had a lot of people try to shame me for that. And I was like, nope, not gonna work. Nice try, though.
I don't apologize for feeling good about myself and not being self-deprecating anymore. I used to be
that's hard.
Very self-deprecating, and it's funny when the church can be a place where we like to have that conversation about how we are not enough a lot. Mm-hmm. But I don't live that life anymore.
My humor is really based in self-deprecation.
Mine was too, and I'm not saying that that's a fault.
It's hard.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not cynical anymore. I used to be super cynical as a person, and I don't know, maybe I still am in some ways, but I don't think so.
I just I'm trying really hard now because I don't want my daughter to not apologize for taking up space in the world.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm sorry that I don't fit whatever box you wanted me to fit in. Excuse me, that I'm more of a shrink wrap package than I am, a custom box. Shrink wrapped, actually, thinking about all the therapy that I've been through. Pretty good image, actually. I don't apologize anymore for not fitting the standard of beauty, the standard of Christian, the standard of woman, the standard of smart, the standard of whatever.
Preach.
I can't apologize for it anymore, because if I try to be what every single person in my life wanted me to be, I'd be 8,000 people. Like, there's just no way I'd be crazy.
I was 8,000 people.
So busy.
For most of my life until pretty recently. Mm-hmm. And peeled back all those layers, and I feel good about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I no longer apologize for having a huge gift from God in my voice. I used to apologize for that all the time.
And it drove us crazy.
It's kind of the same idea of feeling like you're taking up space in the world by, whenever someone would say, oh.
That is just jealousy.
Well, I don't know about that.
It's just pure jealousy. I don't apologize. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think if you're blessed with that type of gift, then yeah, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Like, you appreciate and foster that gift. Although sometimes my child also has that gift, and there are some times where I'm like, maybe we could put the gift away just a little bit, just for a couple of minutes. She's a mess.
Your little solo the other day.
Doesn't she sound awesome?
Yeah.
She did so well.
We're so excited about the musical.
Yeah.
Sunday. My mom was like, "What musical?" on Sunday. I was like, "The church musical." And so she thought she had missed a legacy thing. So we have the church musical. And she was like, "Oh," and Charlie was like, "It's really important, Nanny." My mom's like, "I didn't say it wasn't." Okay, so sorry.
Let's see. So I don't apologize for being a Christian. On the flip side of this, so in my former life, the other thing I don't apologize for is leaving my 20-year marketing career. And so many of the people I knew during that time did not fall into the Christian camp, and so I no longer apologize for that to them.
Love it.
Yeah, I don't apologize for being a progressive Christian at all. Like, when people are like, well, you're not really Christian, I'm like, well, I mean, you're not really Christian, because the way you just said that to me kind of goes against 8 different things that you're supposed to be doing. So yeah, I just don't apologize. I don't apologize for having a faith. I don't apologize for going to church on Sunday, Well, we really wanted to do this on Sunday. Well, I'm at church, so I can't take the phones that day. Sorry. Like, that's not sorry. Not sorry.
I don't apologize for being filled with the Holy Spirit in a really emotional way. That's something I don't apologize for. It's sometimes I run into issues with that in a liturgical church, where there's like this big divide about, oh, well, that's like, you're on the emotional side of the church.
Oh, that's funny.
Emotional. Such a woman. Ugh. I don't apologize for crying at the drop of a hat.
That's good.
So many things get me. The number one thing that gets me, and if I need to cry, which my ladies understand, sometimes you just need to cry. But I don't want to cry about something sad, because I don't like sad crying. So ESPN about 8 years ago put out this military surprise homecomings video that is 10 minutes long.
That shouldn't be allowed to happen.
OMG, guys. I have watched this video probably hundreds of times. I get to about 15 seconds into this video, and I'm like, oh my God. There used to be a show. There used to be a show on like CMT or something like that, where they used to like stage these military homecomings, and my dad would put it on, knowing when I was coming home, put it on, because he knew as soon as I come into the house, I'd immediately start crying. They're beautiful. I lived in Savannah for a couple of years for school. And Savannah's very much a military town. You've got Fort Stewart right there, and you've got like the Marine base in Hilton Head and everything like that. So every time I would go to the airport to pick up my parents, because we're Delta people, so yes, it's 4 hours to drive, but it's 25 minutes to fly. So I would go to the airport to pick up my parents, and I'd be sobbing, and they'd be like, you just saw us. And I'm like, I'm not crying because of you. I'm crying because I just saw like an entire plane either depart or come back, and I just see these like kids running. And they're like, oh. I think they ended up coming like one time like with a plane full of people, and like even my dad's like, I'm like, yeah, it gets you. It gets right in the feels.
I don't apologize for being older and wiser. I don't have like a bunch of gray hairs yet, but I really own them.
Oh,
like,
I do.
There's gray hairs.
Hell yeah, you
Right. Right.
Charlie asked me the other day, she was like, we were driving to church actually, and I was like flipping my hair over, and she was like, Mommy, you've got a lot of gray hair. Like, a lot of your hair is turning silver. Like, why is so much of your hair turning silver? And I tapped on the rearview mirror, and I was like, you see in here? Look in here. And she looked in, and I was like, you see what's looking back at you? That's why. That's why I have so much silver hair. And she was like, me? And I'm like, yes, stress. Stress is what causes this. I said, this one's named Charlotte. This one's named Charlotte Grace. This one's named Charlie. This one's Charlie Bug. That one's Leland.
Liv insisted that I tuck them behind my hair. Insisted. And she was like, no, just let me do it. You knew.
A strong conviction of Liv.
Okay, my last one. I do not apologize for wearing mini skirts in my mid-40s.
Love it.
Ethan also doesn't apologize for wearing it. That was too good of a one to leave him out of.
Teaser, he'll be here for the whole next episode.
I kind of want to apologize apologize for still wearing skinny jeans, but just 'cause I'm too lazy to go shopping.
I don't apologize for wearing exactly skinny jeans, side part, all this stuff, full eyebrows. Look, I did the skinny eyebrow thing. That's why I have to have full eyebrows now, because stupid Gwen Stefani made us overpluck in high school, and now I'm suffering the consequences. I told Charlotte she's never allowed to pluck her eyebrows ever. She can have full, crazy Brooke Shield eyebrows forever. I know. Once you start, you can't stop.
I had real crazy eyebrows in high school, like real.
Mine are terrible.
Kind of eyebrows.
Mine were so skinny. I kept them like that up until I had Charlie. You can see a picture of me from my baby shower, and they're like 3 inches apart and super, super tiny. Colored in really dark with massive fake lashes on. Y'all, I thought I looked so good. Oh, I'll post it. No worries. I thought I looked so good. That is one thing that I do kind of like apologize for now, though, is I look back at pictures and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I looked so good. What was I thinking? The auburn hair with the perm in high school, not a good look. Not a good look. I look like Annie.
Well, I said my last one. I do have one more. I do not apologize for adjusting the f-stop and exposure when I record videos for social media.
The what?
The f-stop and the exposure.
What is that? Oh. I was just say I'm all about a Snapchat filter. I love that sparkly freckle one. It's my favorite one.
I saw that on TikTok.
Yeah.
The other day. That was super cute.
Yeah, that's what I put on there. So, all right, but we do have to apologize because this episode is now over.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Messy Christian Mamas. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, and Instagram. Until next time, embrace the mess, share the love, and shine your light bright, my friends.